Okay, so when exactly did middle class just become pure survival mode? I'm talking like the hunter gatherer stage of humanity. Because think about it like this, just one mistake, one minute mistake away from sleeping under a bridge.
Can someone please tell me that things are going to get better for the economy, for the world? Just someone please tell me that things are going to get better, bro, because I work from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
But president says everything is better, everything is affordable.
2 jobs, and I'm just sitting on my lunch on my second job, and dude, I just can't do this shit anymore. I told myself I would never work a second job again earlier this year, but bills are bills. You got to do what you got to do. But bro, I can't keep doing this shit. I'm tired, like everyone else.
I spent about an hour talking to my grandmother last night. She's 90 years old, and she's actually considering selling her home and her property because that's the country we live in right now. She's 90 years old, and she has to sell everything that she's ever earned. That's the country we live in right now. My grandfather was retired from the military. She has her Social Security. They both worked their whole lives, and she can't afford to live anymore.
I think this is one of the worst situations we have ever seen. Trump says America was dead under Biden, but this is worse than that.
90 years old, put money away, did all the things, and now she has to be put in a position where she has to sell her home.
If anyone out there is wondering how Americans are doing, poorly. We are doing poorly. Yesterday, I woke up to an email from my landlord saying, hey, I'm raising your rent. Why? No reason. We already pay all of the utilities ourselves. That is not included in the rent. So we pay for electricity, and we pay for water, and we pay for natural gas to heat our home. And that bill in particular has skyrocketed this year. Every single month this winter, it was over $600. And we do not turn the heat on. We just turn it so that we can survive. We do not turn it above like 60. So we're freezing in the house all winter. Oh, and also, I woke up this morning to an email from my health insurance being like, thanks for your payment. It was deducted automatically, except this time the payment was
Why everything just got skyrocketed under Biden?
$400 more than it was last month. Sorry? What's going on? So I called the health insurance company and I was like, why did this happen? And they said, oh, well, the tax premium expired. And I said, tell me why that happened. Is that because of federal budget cuts? Is that because of the New York State budget? Where did that come from? And they said, we don't know. You have to call the New York State Department of Health.
If the price of shit don't go down, I'm about to start stealing again. I'm good. I said I was leaving that shit in 2022, but look, if y'all gonna keep making deodorant $15 for a stick, I'm gonna just have to start sticking shit in my purse again. I don't care, because I can't go without deodorant, and y'all know y'all taxing for that shit. Like, come on now, something gotta give. Everything is just too expensive for me. Every single thing. Like, it's to the point I be rationing out deodorant. I'm only doing 2 swipes a day because I can't afford to do 3 or 4 swipes back and forth because I'm gonna run out of deodorant too fast. Toothpaste too. And the thing is, you can find cheap shit, but it ain't gonna hold you. I'm not about to buy no cheap ass deodorant and be musty as all day. And I'm about to buy no cheap ass toilet tissue and that shit break while I'm ass. And I'm not about to buy no cheap ass toothpaste and breath be stinking after I done brush my teeth. Like, y'all gonna have to give. Like, and then it's like, if you do buy quality shit, it got poison in it, and the stuff that don't have the poison in it is too damn expensive for anybody to afford. Like, this shit is just beyond me. Like, I'm at the point, I'm either about to start stealing shit again, or I'm gonna have to start making my own shit. Y'all, like, the economy gonna have to decide at this point.
I just saw a woman at the grocery.
She's not the one. Thousands of Americans are complaining about affordability. So it's a serious issue now. But whenever someone asks from president, like, nothing is affordable for the common Americans, he says, no, everything is affordable. And in the past, America was dead under Biden. At that time, nothing was affordable for Americans. So former President Biden was responsible at that time. But now, who is responsible?
Store, go through the self-checkout, ring up about $100 worth of groceries, which is probably like 6 items, and then just leave. Just bagged them up and left. Didn't pay. I didn't know you could do that.
I am so sick of how expensive it is to just live. Before I left work, I had to make sure I bought tickets to my kids' musical for school, and I'm going both nights, and then my parents and my husband's parents are going one night, and then we're going as a family one night. So I just paid for those tickets for all those tickets all together, it was like $62 or something like that, 62. And then I left work, I got my kids to school, I had to get gas. I was on E. My gas light was on. I had busy like for the rest of the evening after I wake up after sleeping, so I was like, let me just do it. It just cost $78 to fill my tank. I do have a like a mid-size SUV. I have a Chevy Traverse. But literally before this day has even started, I have now spent $140. How the freak do you sustain life anymore? I don't know. It's so frustrating how expensive everything is. It's like every time you turn around, there's like something else to pay for, and I know that's being an adult, and I know that's life. But it's so frustrating. $78 to fill my tank. That's a record. That's the most it's ever cost me to fill my tank since I've gotten this car. I'm unwell.
There is literally no worse feeling than getting paid, paying your bills, and not having anything left over. Which then leaves you no other choice but to use credit cards, which causes more debt and more financial stress. It makes your accounts go negative, which means the next time you get paid, you're
So nobody is thinking about savings nowadays. Everything is just gone.
even further behind. It's literally ridiculous.
I'm scrolling through my FYP this morning getting ready for work, and every other video I see is people struggling. It's not people celebrating the new gifts that they bought.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying to you. I have thousands of videos. People are struggling. They're literally surviving. Even they are getting out of houses. They can't pay rent. They are turning into their
Their
cars.
family, or talking about the vacations they're going on, or talking about their new promotion at work and how they're going to spend their money. People aren't talking about stuff like that. People are talking about how they can't afford rent this month, how they can't afford groceries, and how they can't afford the car payments, and how they can't afford the mortgage and insurance. Nobody's talking about how happy and successful they are anymore. Everyone's talking about how hard they are struggling and how they are having to rob Peter to pay Paul and sell this and trade that just to stay above water. Not to be successful or to live the American dream, but just to survive. Because it isn't the American dream anymore, it's the American survival. Because people aren't thriving anymore. People are surviving.
The best part he just said is, he says like nobody's talking about how successful and happy they are. They're just saying how they're surviving, how they're facing difficulties, how they're facing inflation. That's the best part he just said out loud.
People can't afford groceries. People can't afford rent. People can't afford insurance. People can't afford anything. People aren't happy anymore. The country is depressed. And we're depressed because we can't afford our bills. We can't take our family anywhere nice. We're not getting anywhere. We're going backwards. And everyone that we elect, everyone that we put in power just makes it worse on us. And nobody really cares about us. It's like, darn, we did our part. We're doing what we're supposed to do. We pay our taxes. We don't break the law. We do what we're supposed to do. We go to work every day. We keep everything going. And yet, the people we put in charge and send our money to squanders every penny. And then after they spend all of our money and lose all their money, they hold their hand out going, well, we did our best. We need that money. You better pay it or you're going to jail. This is one giant scam. And I don't want to play anymore.
What's your opinion? What do you want to say about this whole situation? Like, do you feel any type of inflation, or are you happy under President Trump? It's the second term of President Trump, and I have seen a lot of videos. People are just complaining. they're not happy. They are not discussing how happy they are. They're not discussing how successful they are. They are not just showing their achievements. They're making videos how difficult they are living, how they are surviving, how they are living in cars, how they are getting everything on expensive prices, but nobody is gonna look after them. Trump says everything is affordable, so he is not aware of that. I hope there is someone organization who can send these videos directly to President Trump so that he can realize that something isn't right. What's your opinion? What do you want to say? Let me know in the comment section, guys. I request you to click on the red subscribe button. It's also very important. I'll bring more important videos for you. Till then, please take care of yourself.